welcome to my channel where we cover all things UGC, content creation, business running, basically anything that you need for UGC. In today's episode of UGCT, I interviewed Emma, who's also a UGC content creator, and we covered everything. We covered pitching, contracts, portfolios, websites, pricing, landing your first deal, basically everything. So pop in your earbuds, grab a notebook, and let's get started.
Yay! Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay.
We figured
it out. Oh, this is so fun. It's like we're on FaceTime.
I know, right? Hey.
It's nice to meet you finally, like in person, kind of.
I know, right? And no more echo. Okay, awesome. Cool. Sounds good. All right. So, welcome, people. We are chatting about all things UGC. I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to make this, like, also and a podcast. I know it's crazy ambitious, but somebody told me that there's a way to, like, convert it into both. So, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. But anyway, how you doing? How's the week been treating you?
It's been good. Yeah, I've just been pretty busy, honestly. I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm trying to like get everything knocked out beforehand. But yeah, just trying to stay organized, just knock out little videos each day. What about you?
Girl, I've been so low energy. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been feeling really weird. I think it's CERN. Remember that? I don't know if you guys have been heard of the conspiracy about that thing, that the particle accelerator they turned on like in Europe, and they're like, oh my God, it's gonna open like all these black holes. I'm like, that's sucking all my energy.
Yes, I feel you. I know. I've been kind of tired. I was really tired yesterday too. Some days I just like have to take a break, and I'm just like, it's okay to just chill and watch Netflix and not, be doing something for UGC every second of the day.
I know. Well, it's hard. So that's what I like to try to point out to people. Like, this UGC business, it's not like I know we all make it sound fantastic and like super glamorous and like, oh, you're gonna make so much money when you're first starting. But like it's not easy. Like, it's simple enough.
Yeah, it is literally so much work. And I feel like, a lot of the time, I'm sure you get the same comments as well on all your videos with people like, oh, I want to start. But it's really like, it's very like rewarding, but it's certainly not easy. And you have to be so passionate about creating content. Like on days when I'm like, I love it. But some days I'm just like, oh, this is hard. But yeah.
Yeah, no. And then you get like into creative slumps sometimes where you just have no idea what to do. Or like, I don't know, recently I've been like comparing some of the past videos. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Like, these are terrible. I have no idea what I'm going to do for any of this.
No, I know. I feel you. I hate as well the feeling when I've like created a video and I don't feel like I love it. But then like I have so many other things I have to do and I'm like, you know what, this is good enough. And I'm like, sometimes good enough is just like as best as it's going to get. But also just working on not putting as much pressure on myself to be perfect, because that's what I do like about UGC is that it can be so like, normal, and it's not supposed to be perfect and it's not supposed to be super professional. So I like that, it's more chill.
Absolutely. I think we get into like this problem where we overthink it a lot and we're like, oh, well, but it's not. I mean, that's UGC. It's just supposed to be like you're talking to a friend or you're talking to somebody, like, get this product because it's really awesome and, you need to go try it. So saying to some of the people up in here, let's see, Carly's in here. Hey, Carly. I watch your lives.
Hi, Carly.
You're rocking it. Sasha, hey. Coach Claudia. Hey, Claudia. How many hours a day do you create content for UGC? Ooh.
You can go first.
Okay. Well, it depends. Sometimes, so I have 2 kids at home right now, and I try to batch like my content creating days. Like, I try to do like 2 or 3 filming days.
Okay.
Because otherwise I wouldn't get anything done. But so those filming days can, I don't know, a few hours a day. I don't know. And then editing at night. Like, I edit at night when the kids are asleep. So
okay,
it can be like a full day. Like, this UGC stuff is work. It can be like a full day of doing stuff.
Yeah, I would say the same for me. I need to get better at batch creating. Just some days, I just like find it easier to only do a couple videos a day instead of doing a ton in one. But I feel like that could probably be easier and like less stress. But it's just a process.
Yeah, I find that. So like I'll film a bunch of clips. I don't put the videos together at once, but like I do film a bunch of clips for whatever product, and then editing is another day on its own, which I feel like those days I like to edit. I don't know. I feel editing gets a lot of heat, but I love it.
I do too. I think it's fun, and I feel like when you get like good at it and quick at it, it's really nice because it doesn't take me as long as it used to.
Right.
And it just also depends on the style of video too. I feel like more organic videos, like it's way less editing. It's more just like talking and being chill.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I guess you could do this in a few hours a day. It could take the whole day if you're
Yeah.
also if you want to figure in also like the back end stuff, getting up your website, updating your portfolio, contacting clients, doing outreach, doing the customer, like it's a full day's of work.
It really does add up. Like I remember at the beginning, it was like literally I would wake up at 7 a.m., be like it's doing something, whether it's Twitter, working on my portfolio, like networking. It would be all day, like from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. So that's why I say it's like you do really have to hustle hard at the beginning, but once you do establish yourself, I feel like your days can be a little like more flexible for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's work. And then, I mean, you're going to have to just get into the routine of doing it. Like it's so much harder to work for yourself because you have to be your own.
Yeah, you have to be organized and kind of like strict with yourself some days.
Yeah, it's a hot mess. Okay. Let's see. How does the legal side of this work? Do you need an LLC? You want to go over that? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So I have been in the process of creating an LLC for myself because I do want this to be more than just like, a side hustle kind of thing. Like I'm trying to establish my own business and make it very, very professional. But I'm still learning about the legal side of this like every single day. Like I just got more experience with contracts, all that stuff. But I do want to create an LLC. But I think here in Texas, you're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So in Texas, I think it's like maybe like $400, $500 or something to set it up. But I know I want to as well, just for all like the tax purposes. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm still learning. But what about you? Are you setting like something up like that?
Yeah. So I have an LLC for my brand web design business that I was doing, and since I've kind of left that and I'm doing this entirely, I've just switched it over. To this. So I have it, but when you're starting out, I think when you're first starting out, you can do it as a sole proprietorship, and it's not. The LLC is beneficial for like for tax purposes. Not really that many though, to be honest.
Really? Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's not that many. The LLC protects you in case like you get sued or something.
Okay.
You can't go after all your asset, like they can't go after your house and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But other than that, it's kind of like similar to sole proprietorship, which means you're your own business person and you are running. Anything you earn is money that has been, given to you, and anything you expend for the business is, you just keep track of it. And then at the end of the, when tax time comes around, you just find a tax person that knows how to do that and they'll sort it out for you. So it's very similar with LLC. I mean, I've learned a lot about this over the years, so I can go into it, but I won't. You don't need an LLC to start. You can run as a sole proprietorship. And this is like a low risk business. I would feel you're not going to get sued, especially, you can.
Yeah.
Quote me on that. But especially if you have a contract in place that protects you, like has the indemnity and liability and all that good stuff, you're pretty okay to run as a sole proprietor while you're getting ready.
That's good, honestly, good knowledge for me too. Since I haven't fully set it up, I'm like, I might just stick with that for a while because it's just like, that cost, the upfront cost. I'm like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. When you start like getting into like if you're gonna hire like a VA or start hiring other creators to work with you, then you do want to like consider getting having that just so you can pay them also. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Let's see. What other? Tell me a little bit about you. How did you get started doing it?
Yeah, me? Okay, sorry. I'm like, so I know I kind of started talking about it when we got cut off before. But I started about like two and a half months ago. Beginning of May is when like I officially hopped on Twitter, and that's when I say I like started it because I feel like Twitter is kind of the place to be, or like in my opinion it is. But I have been a content creator for the past 3 years, so I've always wanted to be like an influencer, a YouTuber, all that kind of stuff because I'm so passionate about creating content. So I've always like loved expressing myself creatively. So I'm sort of a micro influencer, I guess. I have 10K on Instagram, but it's hard when it's like still kind of small because it's hard to get brand deals and really like, consistent money out of it. So I had seen it a lot on TikTok, before it's crazy and now it's totally blowing up. But like a couple of months ago, I was like, you know what, I should totally try this. I'm already creating content all the time. Why not like try to make more money and like make this like a full-time thing? So yeah, I just kind of figured it out. I didn't buy any guides. I don't know. I just kind of like jumped in and was like, I'll figure this out. And yeah, it's been good.
Right? Yeah.
What about you? When did you start? You've been established for a while, right?
You'd be surprised. Like I officially started. I mean, because I was doing a little bit of research beforehand, but I opened my Twitter in April. So
okay, cool. So a little bit before me.
same
Okay.
time, yeah. And officially like finished with my last web design client maybe 3 months ago. So I say like full time into this 3 months ago as well. And it's just interesting that that you were trying to do the whole influencer route and then switch over to this and are finding good success with that. I find that that's like a lot of the successful creators that I have spoken to, like have like an idea. Like they didn't just pop on and just started suddenly making money, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have like a digital I don't know, I guess like online world experience.
Yeah, like social media experience, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, I for sure agree. And I feel like that definitely helps. Like it's obviously not a necessity, but I feel like just having that background of like knowing how to even like create content and edit is just like great because you're not really going in like, with no knowledge. But again, you don't have to. Anyone can do it. But I do feel like it helps when you kind of already know what you're doing.
Right. Well, it helps you get success faster. That's why I feel like all the Twitter people that pop on like now and they're like, oh my God, I haven't gotten a deal in a few months. It's like, I know I've had success and a lot of us have had the success quickly because we've been doing other things prior to it.
Yes.
If you're just hopping on as a business, like, if it's your first time ever running a business, if it's your first time ever being a creator, like it's going to take a little more than just.
Yes, definitely. So, especially just to figure out your style and like who you even are as a creator, because it's like, I feel like with, styles of video, you can definitely like, kind of take inspiration from other people, not exactly copy them, but it's like you do have to just have that creative mindset and know your style, because it just makes it way easier and like it's, just makes it more fun, I feel like.
Right, absolutely.
Oh no, I think it's lagging a little bit.
Hello.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I think it froze.
Okay, cool. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
When people ask about like niching down, I'm always like, I'm like, I know it might be like a hot take because everyone's like, oh my God, niche down. You hear it from everywhere. And I'm like, don't do that at first because you don't even know. I feel like I'm gonna get flack for that.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was like, I'm super into like health and wellness and I love cooking and doing all that kind of stuff. But like, if I have like a person interested in my services, I don't care what it is, I will figure out a way to make content for it. And I feel like it helps you grow as well.
Right. And then if you hated doing that, like, in the future, you're not going to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's see some of these questions here.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at them as well.
What's a good editing app? I use CapCut.
Yes. Yeah, I use CapCut or InShot, but I like CapCut a little bit more now.
Yeah, I was doing it on my computer and Adobe Premiere just because I was a brand and web designer and I was doing everything on the computer, but it's just much easier to do it on your phone. I mean, I feel.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's see. I got another question. What are you guys doing for taxes and contracts? I feel it holds me back a lot. So contract, I have a contract that is in my link in bio, just a plug. But I had that contract drafted back when I was doing my brand and web design by an actual attorney. And then I had that same attorney just kind of look it over with everything that I tweaked for UGC. So it's pretty legit. And that's what I did. But I think there are 4 things that I would say that you really need to look at in your contracts, which is obviously the deliverables. You want to be like super, super clear on that. Like you don't want to, you come to an agreement usually with brands like, via email or Zoom or whatever, however you do. And then you agree to something, but make sure it's in your contract because otherwise they can come back and be like, oh, give me like 85 revisions,
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely the deliverables, the payment also. I haven't had any trouble with payment. Luckily, everybody's either paid upfront or 50% and 50%. But I know
Okay.
some people that have. So if you put that in the contract, you can kind of lean back on that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? That liability stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got, I mean, I'm sure you've gotten contracts from brands that say that they're not liable. Like if you're sued for because of them, you can't go back to them, but they don't have one that says if they're sued because of you, they can't go on to you. So you want to make sure that there's that
Yeah, it's all
mutual.
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what was the last one? There's always four that I say you need to look at. I can't remember. But anyway, so it's not huge. Like contracts just, I mean, just, it's mostly just to protect you. I think
Yeah.
like the general contract, what are you doing for a contract right now?
So right now I found like a template online. So that
Yeah.
was like my one thing that I just had like I kept pushing it off because I was like, I don't know anything about contracts, but I found like sort of like a relative template online and then did some research and just kind of like, added, like you said, deliverables, payment, and then like liability, because those are like, payment is always my like main thing because I feel like I'm like pretty strict with that. I'm like, if I'm not gonna get paid like in a timely manner, like I'm not gonna work. I know that sounds kind of like, but I
No.
feel like you have to be
Yeah.
because some people are like ridiculous with like how long it takes
Mm-hmm.
to get paid. So one thing I really like to do as well, I'm sure you do this as well, and I also have this in my contract. I just state like I'll send my like videos to you with a watermark, but like once
Yes.
approved and final payment is confirmed, then I'll send over the final videos. So that also helps protect. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you're not already doing that, because then like if you don't get paid, then they don't get the videos. So it's just another way to protect yourself and kind of ensure payment. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I definitely agree with that. Or you can send them like, I don't send them a watermark, but I send them like a really low quality file that's just,
Oh,
it looks
okay.
crappy. It's a similar thing. It just looks crappy if they try to load it onto anywhere besides.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
thing. It's just, they're not going to get the good high quality file until they pay. So
Yes. Yes. And what would you say your tips are in like making sure the quality of your videos and content is, when you're sending them to them? Because like I typically send mine through Google Drive, but
yeah.
like I had someone comment on my video and they were like, when they do it, their content isn't like high quality. So like I guess, yeah, what are your tips also for me too? And just ensuring that quality.
I haven't had that. I actually had that problem one time through Google Drive, but it was because I uploaded the wrong size file. So
Okay.
other than that, I had because CapCut lets you download in 1080p, 720, and like 4K. So I always recommend downloading the highest quality, which is 4K, and
Yeah.
then uploading that onto. I use Google Drive as well. Because,
Okay. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. Okay.
so it might have just been like you mistakenly downloaded
Mm.
like a 1080 or 720 or something. I did that once, and that's what had happened. I just downloaded the wrong size. Because
Okay.
otherwise,
Okay.
everyone has been receiving the regular size. They see the difference between the low quality and the high quality, and they
Okay.
haven't said anything
Gotcha.
about it. I've
And then
also
I
heard,
see. Yeah. Sorry. No, I was just saying I see some people saying they use WeTransfer, so I might
yeah,
look into that as well. Okay.
that's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say. I've done it with WeTransfer as well when it's been like a lot of videos, and I don't want to take it up on my Google Drive because
Gotcha.
Google Drive gives you like I don't know how many gigs, but you got to be
Yeah.
limited.
You can definitely use that up quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
um,
Awesome.
cool. She was saying for taxes. So I don't know I don't know if every state's the same, but it's about 20 to 30% of whatever you make from UGC should be kept for taxes. I know it sucks and I know it's the worst, but as a freelancer, you're not paying like into Medicaid, you're not paying into Social Security, you're not paying into any of that stuff. So at the end of the tax time, they're gonna ask for that much unless you go and spend everything that you made. So
Write it off.
yeah, write it all off. Go do all the stuff that you need to do. Like so for that, I just invested in like a business coach because I'm like, well, I don't really want
Hmm.
to give this away, so I'm gonna just reinvest into the business. So
There you go.
that's a way to go for it too.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I still have a lot to learn with taxes and everything, so I'm definitely appreciative of your tips as well.
Oh yeah, if you have any questions, I am all about it. I'm not that great at it, but like I have my CPA that's like similar in
Oh,
age, so we get along. And I'm
oh,
like, hey,
nice.
can I do this, or can I is this legit? And then like whenever I see tax stuff on Twitter or on TikTok, I'm like, hey, I saw this on TikTok. Is this real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, let's do that then. So
Okay.
I do have a lot of tips and stuff for taxes if you guys are ever curious about it. Do you have any questions on your end? I think I see a few more here.
Yeah, I'm trying to like scroll down more to the bottom.
Do we get like this? Do we get the same questions?
I think so. I think I'm
Okay.
seeing like all of them like in the chat or whatever it is.
Okay, cool.
Someone asked, oh, I know this girl. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Amna Social. She's so sweet. She's so cute. Hey, I took on a client where I sign into their account and post regularly, but I noticed it was affecting my account. I think it might not be great. Any ideas I know you have taken long term? I don't know.
I haven't seen that. I only have one client like that where I sign into their account and post for them.
Yeah, same with me at the moment. It's just one. And yeah, I'm not sure. Is she saying it's affecting like her own TikTok account? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seems like affecting my account.
That is kind of weird. I'm not sure.
Maybe you could try uploading it from the computer, because the desktop lets you do it too. It may be more of a pain in the butt, but that way you're not switching out, and maybe it won't affect the switch out. I think that would be the workaround.
She's saying, yeah, I think it might deprioritize both accounts. Yeah, because I don't know, because like I have like another TikTok. I think you have 2 TikTok accounts too, right? Like my other one, like it's Emma Lorraine. And like I don't know if it really affects. I don't know. I mean, but I like what you said about the whole like desktop thing, because that would suck though if it was like affecting your reach or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I haven't seen it with the one that I'm uploading for now either. So
yeah, me either. Okay. I do not have a TikTok dedicated to UGC. How important do you think it is to have one? What do you think?
I have one. I have this one that it's tips and tricks and just connecting with all the UGC girlies. Yeah. And guys. There are some guys out there. Yeah. And I have one that's just UGC videos that I've done that I just put out there to, I don't know, just to have them out there. I don't think it's necessary. You don't need to have both. Brands don't ask. Sometimes they'll ask if they run Spark ads. Yeah. But they don't ask about like using your TikTok for UGC. So yeah, that's totally up to you. If you want to do content, I mean, that's what I think. If you want to do content around UGC, go for it. If not, then you don't need to.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I do like having one dedicated just to UGC though, because I feel like I've actually seen quite a few inbounds just come from it. Like, I don't know, like they're like, hey, I really like that you share your UGC tips. Like, we'd love to take you on as a creator. I'm like, ooh, cool. So it is just a great way, to just also put yourself out there. But I know some people utilize it only with just like posting their UGC videos sort of as like another portfolio. I'm not sure how effective that is, but I feel like honestly you should just go for it if you are interested in trying that, and then just see what happens. And you can always like switch it up if it's not, working out as you thought. Yeah.
Also, UGC is like a super hot topic on TikTok.
Yes. So oh my gosh. So many people.
If you're looking to grow, it's going to help your account grow.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's see.
Hannah said, do you eventually delete stuff out of your Google Drive? And do you warn the client it will be deleted? Yes, I don't warn them. I delete it. Like, I've deleted stuff from like at the very beginning. And I have it saved on my desktop as well. So if they ever need it for something, I can send it back out to them. And I delete Google Drive when it's full. It hasn't become very full yet, but
okay, same with me. Yeah.
When it does, I anticipate that that's what we'll have to do. Michelle's on here. Carly, hey Michelle. Let's see. How do you determine what shouldn't be paid when starting out? Or what should be paid, maybe? Or what you should be paid. Yeah. How do you determine what you should be paid when you're starting out?
Yeah. So like pricing?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
So since I'm like, I don't know, I still classify myself as like fairly new at this. So I know I feel like pricing is such like a hot topic because it's so different for each person. I personally know that I price some of my stuff on the lower end of the like range of UGC content. So like, for example, I start off one video in my portfolio as 125, but I know some people can do like 150, 185, or even more, like 200. But I just do that more just because like when I was starting off, my goal was just to get paying clients. So I was okay taking like the lower paying deals. But now since I am like a bit more established, I am pretty strict because I feel like 125 is really not bad, and some still try to hustle you down, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So like I've taken deals for like 100 a video, and I still feel like anything over 100 is good, but just knowing that some people can be getting paid double for a video, sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to know my worth. But then at the same time, I'm just like, well, you know, it's just, I don't know. What about you?
I am same. I did videos for $15 when I first started. I did one for 15 and I did one for 30, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did one for 40 and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, you know, I know that there's a lot of that, like, if, you know your worth kind of thing, you could be charging so much more. But
yeah,
like, if you're looking to get jobs and, you know, you're creating a relationship, like especially if it's somebody that you think you're going to like to work with, a brand that you're going to like to work with, you know, take it. And then you can always go back. I've got a couple of clients, like I did one for a client that, yeah, the video was $100, but they came back and, you know, they bought more. So
yeah,
at my actual rate. So you can price whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like whatever you feel good pricing, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel good pricing at 200, go for it. You know,
Yeah.
And you're gonna find people that are gonna pay you.
Yeah. Exactly. But I feel like it's just good just to like price what you feel comfortable at. It's like so personalized, and just make sure you're happy, the brand's happy. Like whenever I'm in like talks with my client, I'm always like, I'd like to come to a price that works for both of us. So like we're both satisfied. So even if it's like going down a little bit, it's like whatever, like it's a paying client.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, exactly. And then we are 3 months, 2 months, 2.5 months is not that long to have been doing this. So
yeah, I know. I put so much pressure on myself though. Oh my gosh, like if I'm not like, this is crazy, but if I'm not like getting an inbound or like securing a deal almost every day, I'm like, oh, I'm not good at this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, chill out. It's fine.
Girl, oh my God, this past week has been like crickets, and I'm like, I'm
Same
a failure.
for me, actually.
I'm a failure at UGC.
Same.
Wait.
No, same. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No pressure. Do not pressure. It's July. We gotta remember, like, and I know this like from being a freelancer for the past 3 years. Summer months are like terrible. Like people are on vacation, you know, they're doing stuff. It's gonna pick up in like September, end of August, beginning of September. Like you're gonna be like, oh my God, again. So take the break, work on the back end. Like, you know, we're good. So I agree with all of that about pricing. Price where you're comfortable. I mean, I've seen there were some starting out that are doing like $65 a video, and you know, if they feel okay doing it, you know, that's you. That's fine. Like you're not ruining it. So I've seen on Twitter people are like, oh, you're ruining it for the rest of us. You're not ruining it for anybody.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think
room enough for everybody on here. Like, price where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, and stay within a range. I would stay within like 100 and 200. I think.
Yes, I agree with that for sure. Yeah, I feel like anything over 100, I'd be like good with or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So someone said, this is actually an interesting question. Do you work with products that you actually didn't like? Do you have?
I did get one that was like it was a supplement, and it just tasted terrible. I was like, I cannot in good faith, you know, make videos. Like, this is horrible. Like, I don't want to.
That's funny.
And like, I was like, is it just me? I had my husband taste it. I had my friend taste it. I'm like, is it just me? They're like, no, this is like crap. I'm like, okay. So I actually went back to the brand and I was like, thank you so much for sending this out, but we're not going to like, and they were cool about it. They're like, okay, thank you for letting us know. But other than that, like, it's been great. Like everything that I've gotten has been good. And I think I did turn down one also that was going to be like a protein something or other. I hate protein shakes. Like, I think they're all terrible. Like, they're just, I'm like, look, I don't like these, but I can send you someone who, you know, who's a fitness person and they like this kind of stuff. So that was cool too. So it's really, it depends on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally haven't really had one like where a product I don't like, but I've definitely had products that I found were hard to make a UGC video for because they were so like random, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was like really like having to find those creative juices, get those creative juices flowing and all this. But yeah, luckily nothing that's been like total like crap or something that I was like, no, I couldn't. So
Yeah.
crossing my fingers that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know. And I think that the brand will appreciate your, at least the supplement guys did, like they'll
Yeah.
appreciate your honesty that, you know, you're not gonna go and pretend to make a video for them. So, and
Yeah,
maybe it'll help
exactly.
them make a better tasting product.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there's one here from do you guys know your capacity for projects each month? I'm not sure how much I can take on. I think you learn. I don't know mine still. I took on way too much last month.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like I feel like you're like still learning because I feel like it also depends on the product. Like some products are so easy and like it's
Yeah.
easier to create way more content, but then or like or the deliverables or like you know what they want from you. So yeah, I'm still learning as well, but I feel like I definitely like overshot it last month a little bit where I was like getting so stressed out, but now this month it's a little bit more chill, but then it also stresses me out because I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta keep securing more deals.
I know. I know. Yeah, it's frustrating. So, I mean, yeah, no, I know that last month I took on way too much. I had like 13, I worked with like 13 brands, I think. And that was too much
Oh
because
my gosh, yeah.
they were like between 3 and like, I had like 2 for 10. I don't know. I counted it
Oh
all, but
wow,
it was like,
okay.
it was a lot. It was like 100 some videos for the month.
Holy
And like,
shit.
yeah, I'm like, this is too much, guys. So,
Oh my gosh.
I am actually like doing partnerships with other creators locally that I know, and this month it's been quiet. But when we get to that, you know, uptick again, and maybe there's a product that I don't really like, or a product that I don't really care for, or I don't have time in my schedule, I'm gonna, you know, work with them because they don't want to go out and look for brands, but they're happily make a video. So
Okay. Okay, that's cool. I like
yeah,
that.
that's
That's
kind of how I'm
awesome.
doing that little, that's how I'm gonna operate that, or at least try this month. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and then I had a question for you as well. So like with all your deals and everything, how are you like do you do outreach or do you kind of rely a lot on inbound and like what is like your advice as well for say securing like, you know, longer term deals or like bigger packages? Cuz that's something I'm still like learning where like I'm getting lots of deals, but a lot of them just want to do like one off. So
Yeah.
then it's just like, you know, it'd be great if I could like, you know, make a little bit more, you know. So I
Yeah.
don't know if you have any tips on that.
Yeah. So I got at the beginning, it's like you said, that hustle, you know, so I
Mm-hmm.
was reaching out like a lot and just sending emails and text and DMs left and right. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how well those work, but eventually I started getting mostly inbound through Twitter and emails on my website and actually TikTok too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So that's kind of what I'd been operating on. And maybe that's why it's slower this month because I hadn't been hustling with the DMs and outreach. Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Same for
that,
me.
yeah, right. I think the DMs and outreach, you don't get responses right away. It comes like a few weeks later, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be why, because last month, I didn't have to do any outreach. Everything was inbound. And I agree with those. Like, that's what happened last month. It was a bunch of those one-off projects. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this is too much. So what I started doing like towards the end of last month was like, hey, here's your videos. I had a great time working with you. I also offer month-long content creation for so and
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. So I had two brands respond back and be like, oh, hey, that's awesome. Let's talk about it. So we're talking about that. We're trying to figure that one out.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So I just like when they're fresh, you know, working with you. I also do that to get testimonials. Be like, here are your videos. I had a great time. Can you write a testimonial? Like when you're fresh, top of mind for them.
Yes.
And then, you know, mention to them exactly that you do monthly content creation, and you'd be surprised they might take you up on it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's actually a really good tip because I'm always like, thank you. I really enjoyed creating this. I love the product, but I think just adding that extra
yeah.
line, just like that, yeah, good tip. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be doing
well,
that
because
from
they
now
don't
on.
know. Yeah, yeah. No, they
Yeah.
don't know. Like they're not looking I mean, they may have looked at your portfolio once, but they're not
Yeah.
looking at the website. They're not looking at what packages you offer. They don't know. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they think all you do is a one-off. So like just tell them and they're like, oh shoot, yeah, okay. I do want you. Actually, I just got an email today. about someone that was like, do you do like, they didn't even realize that I did like organic UGC. I was like, yes. So yeah, definitely tell people. They don't know. People don't know. You think they know, but they don't. Tell them.
Yes, I love that. Awesome. Okay, let's see.
Where else? Do you like the products you work with? I love doing this joint live. I'm gonna do it all the time now.
Yeah, it's more fun because it's like we're like getting to talk with and answer questions. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like we had a lot of people. We still have like 33 people. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like that's awesome.
People asking questions. I'm always like nervous that I haven't even gone live on my own yet. I'm just nervous no one would join and I'd just be talking to myself.
I know. It's always easy to do something like do your makeup, take off your makeup, or cook or something. That way, you're, like when people aren't asking questions, you're just not sitting there waiting for questions.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see. It says, how many examples do you recommend to include in your portfolio when first starting out? I think I had like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I had 4 and then now I have 8, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember how many I have now. I just keep putting them up on there.
Yeah.
But like you want to do it varied. Like I think the biggest tip about your portfolio is you want to show, yes, like a paid ad, but also like an unboxing video and like a, like a demo, lifestyle. Like vary it. Like not all of them like you straight talking to the camera. Kind of
exactly. You want to show like your range and like your variety of creative skills and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely that. Let's see. Jojo UGC says, I'm reaching out to a lot of brands and hearing nothing back. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Probably nothing. I wouldn't know. I would be happy if you wanted to like shoot over your pitch or whatever. But probably nothing. Brands get DMs, like hundreds of DMs, I imagine, from people like us. You might get lost in the shuffle. They may have already found a creator. They may come back to you in a few weeks. Like, it takes a lot of outreach, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like, because at the beginning I was doing a lot of, Instagram outreach. And I just feel like, sometimes, they just don't even respond, just read the message, or they give you an email and then they don't respond to the email. So I think it's just, doing it as much as you can. So instead of like save 5 brands, try 30. And I know it's a lot, but if you have like a pitch, it's just going to be like 30 minutes or an hour of your day to just like shoot them all out.
Yeah, I agree. It takes a lot. So you're probably not doing anything wrong. Give it like a month. And then if you still haven't heard anything back, you like revisit it and see maybe what's not. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah. And even for me, like if I'm following up, I'm always just like, hey, just following up. Like I just say it so simply in like a polite way. And like it just, notifies them again or whatever.
Right. On the DMs. Yeah. Like bumping this DM in case you missed it the first time. Like, Let's see. Where do you find brands that want UGC? Oh my goodness. That's a good one.
Do you can go?
Okay, so get on Twitter. I know everybody says get on Twitter, and I know everybody's getting on Twitter right now, but there are a lot of, although now it's also getting to be like a lot of agencies that are like, oh, and I don't know. So what I've been doing lately is I find like smaller brands, like smaller of whatever niche I want to go into. And then if you go on LinkedIn, you can find on the desktop version. I don't know if you can do it on the app. You can find the email, like the link, the profiles of all the people that work at that brand.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then you can see if there's like an influencer or brand partnerships or marketing person, and then connect with them and then message them out.
That's really smart. I feel like that's something probably a lot of people don't do. That's a very good tip.
It's kind of long. It's kind of a lot of searching, but it'll get you to a direct person versus like info@brand.com. Like a general email that will probably get lost. So that's what I've been doing lately, and I haven't seen it. Well, like lately, as in last week. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
What have you been doing for brands?
Yeah, so I would say just again, like looking for smaller brands in whatever niche I'm looking for on Instagram and sending them DMs. I did that a lot at the beginning. I haven't so much been doing that now just because I've been relying on inbounds, which I know I need to like do more outreach. My boyfriend was just talking to me about that the other day. He's like, "Are you still doing lots of outreach?" And I'm like, "No," but like I feel like I definitely need to. So I'll just definitely do that and maybe take your tip, with the LinkedIn, because I feel like that's really good because you want to be talking directly to a person, not just like the social media manager or like whatever.
Yeah, try that. And so here's another one that I've done, and it actually got me a long-term deal. Indeed.com, right? They post things that they're looking for, like whatever. So you can type in like TikTok creator or, ad creator or something like that.
Yeah.
Find all the businesses that are actually looking to hire someone to do this. So you reach out to the business directly, not through Indeed, like not through the job posting. Just reach out directly, be like, "Oh, I didn't even see your Indeed," but just, pitch yourself what they want. If they want somebody who's going to create ads on a regular basis, be like, "Hey, this is what I do. And I think I could be a solution for you." And I had one I got a long-term deal like that. So
okay, that's awesome.
That's another kind of way to do it. That one takes a lot of time too, because you have to go into the website and find. These finding brands that'll respond to you takes a little bit more than just shooting a bunch of DMs, which is
So that's really like I feel like that's really great because it's very like outside of the box because I feel like nowadays like since a lot of people are jumping on Twitter, so it's like if someone tweets, "Hey, looking for a UGC creator," that's already got like 100 likes and like so many responses. So I feel like that's just another great way to like put yourself out there. And I know a lot of people like there's like TikTok, Facebook groups. I don't know if you're in any of those. I've like joined them and I've like pitched myself, but I don't know. I've gotten kind of sketch vibes from some of the people, so I haven't really like secured anything from there. But I think I've seen tweets of people saying they have, so you can always try that as well. And I think it's just called like TikTok ad strategy, something like that. Just Google that and then join, and that's another way.
Yeah, I have a friend that's doing that as well, and she's like, "I don't know. Everybody that reaches out to me has been kind of sketchy, so she hasn't secured a deal yet either." But that's definitely another way to go.
Yeah.
Man, fun. We've been on here for 45 minutes. Crazy.
I know. Whenever you have to go, don't worry.
Tips. All right, tips for a website builder to use. I finally secured a domain and email, but don't know what to pick. If you want, you can put it for now on whatever. If you're using Canva, you can plug it into Canva. Just as long as I'm down. Okay, so I used to be a website designer, and this is me. Get a website, like a legit website, like Wix, Show It, Squarespace, whatever you like. They're all super easy to use, I think. And it just it'll stand out from and you can do like a one-page thing on those as well. You are gonna have to pay monthly for it. I think it's like $24 to $28, something like that. But it looks.
It's more professional. Like, so I use Canva right now and I'm like already debating, creating a website because I actually, for like my micro influencer stuff, I have a website for that, which is so random because I was like wanting it for like brand deals and stuff. And I use Squarespace and I really enjoyed creating that. So I think I might do something similar. I'm just like, like just adding more work or something else I have to do. But I think having a website is probably really good. And I know, Carly, Social Cheat Sheet, said that on her website or whatever, she has an option, or you might already have this too, where they can just purchase it directly from you. And I was like, oh, that's really smart, so that they can just be like, hey, I want your services. And then like, so I might definitely try to do that when I create my website.
Yeah, I did see that. It is really smart because it automates it and you don't have to even talk about it. I haven't done it yet though, but it does seem really cool. I guess it depends. Like, you won't be able to negotiate with them, but then again, people that want to work with you right away may just do it and you don't even have to talk to them, which is cool. So I don't know. Yeah, I think that's cool. It's definitely a cool way to do it. But I think Canva is fine as long as you just get a domain on it. Like, don't make don't leave it as the My Canva site. But that. Let's see. Do you do one-on-one coaching? I could.
I offer it as like a service, but I've only had like a couple people interested in it, but I figured why not?
Yeah, I have a call also that you can do, and like I like to, so like what I like to do in the call is like set you up with like actionable steps and take to actually go and get brands. So
yeah,
we can start there. Okay, let's see. Website designer, go WordPress. It's better for Google and SEO. Yeah, I hate WordPress, so I can't.
So did you say use Wix?
You could, yeah.
Or what do you use? You said
I use one called showit.co.
Okay.
And it's similar to all the other ones. Like any website builder is really good as long as you like
set it up right.
That's a whole other story there. Like it is SEO, that person that commented, sorry, I don't know your name. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into the background, like putting keywords about UGC and then like data into your, so that's why like Wix and Squarespace and even Showit are really user friendly because they give you like spaces to put all that information in there. Okay. Sonia's on here. Hey Sonia, you rock. I love Sonia, she's awesome. I don't even know her, but I feel like I love her.
I know, there's so many people that I like know of on here, and I feel like we've chatted a little bit over comments, and I'm like, oh my gosh, hi.
Yeah, hi, hey guys. Let's see, another question here. Do you guys ever create videos for services or just products? I mostly get service requests. That's cool. Yeah, I've done like apps and websites, as well as products. How about you?
I've done, like one kind of service, but most of it for me personally has been products. But I think services are great, especially if you travel a lot. Because I know I get a lot of questions sometimes of people that travel full time and they want to do UGC. And that's definitely, obviously, I feel like if you're in the US, it's a little bit easier because just some brands just only want to ship in the US. But I feel like if it's a service, that's definitely a great way if you're a big traveler. To still be able to do it.
Yeah, I've actually done, so I've done like a few apps, and I think those are actually my favorite because like you have everything you need right there in the app, and it's real easy to do. So I would actually love to do more services.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. This has been UGC Gold. Laura. Congratulations on getting your first payment today. I think I saw on Showit that on Twitter that
congrats. That's so fun.
I love Twitter. Even if you don't get any leads from Twitter, go over there. The UGC community is freaking amazing. Like we're all super awesome, and everybody's like so nice and like friendly and like yeah. Stay at home mom life. Me too. What's up? How do you come up with pricing? We talked about this a little bit earlier. And it was just kind of like price wherever you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Just keep it in a look at other people's portfolios and see kind of where they range and just kind of where you're comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I did at the beginning.
Let's see.
Also, I may have to go in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I only have this till 1 o'clock and there's still questions here. Okay. Best way for receiving payments. I use Stripe. That's my favorite.
Yeah, me too. I just like how it's customizable, and I haven't really had I haven't had any issues with brands wanting to use it. Some of them prefer PayPal, and some, I did this one deal and they wanted to do it through this thing called bill.com, which was essentially just like a wire transfer kind of thing, which at first I thought was kind of sketchy, but it was fine. But I prefer Stripe.
Yeah, I think Stripe is best too. You can send them the invoice and everything, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is GoDaddy a good site to use? Yep, GoDaddy's good. Any of those website builders are good. Best way to utilize Twitter, just make connections, I think. Twitter's just about connecting with people. Yeah. And then you can kind of show your expertise as well, like show what's working for you, like what's working for others. Put your videos on there so people can critique it. I know it's kind of scary, but everybody's nice.
I know, it's weird because I feel like as you grow on Twitter, as I've grown on Twitter, I've gotten more nervous putting my work out there.
Same.
But I'm just like, whatever, like I don't care.
Right, same. At the beginning, I was like, yeah, I'm putting this up there, and now I'm like, oh my god, what are they gonna?
Like they're gonna judge me.
Yeah, is we're gonna get any likes? Oh my god.
But yeah, you just have to have the mindset of like, I don't care, whatever, like just be confident in your abilities. And it's like, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea maybe, but it's like, whatever.
Right. You're not for everyone, and it's okay. And if somebody does hate, I'm sure you're going to get a bunch of people defending you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these, people. The UGC community is bomb. I'm telling you. Go.
Oh yeah, very supportive.
Let's see what else. What is Organic UGC? You want to take that away? Take that.
Yeah. So it's just so it's not sorry, I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. So I guess paid versus organic. Paid is what brands will use to put money behind for like an ad, where organic is just like essentially just, very organically showing it in a video, where it's not like, pushing it with a call to action at the end necessarily. So I really prefer organic because it's like, day in the life, like a vlog style, or just like talking to the camera, being like very natural. I don't know if I totally butchered that.
No, I think that's totally accurate.
Yeah.
Paid has like a very structured like hook.
Yeah.
Product, features, whatever it is you can do, and then call to action. Whereas organic, it's kind of basically anything else. Like trends, basically anything. So yeah, that's the difference. I feel organic is easier to make, like you said, because you just use it or however. And
and I feel like, I don't know, it's just more natural, like more TikTok-y, if that makes sense. Like it just blends in. But then obviously, like, it is cool just to see, scroll through some of the high performing ads, see like their style, and like they're still fun to watch as well. You just have to make it fun.
Right. And I think for paid, a lot of the time, even if you want to kind of go outside the box a little bit, brands think they know what they know, and they'll be like, we want you to say this. We want it. And it's like, I'll do that for you because that's what you want, but this may not work on TikTok. And I've said that to a brand before, and they're like, well, we just want we want it the way it's going to be. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But
it's hard when they're very like strict in their ways. I mean, it's easy if it's scripted because then you don't even have to think, you can just do it. But then it's like, you don't know if it's going to perform as well if you had like more creative freedom or whatever.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, you can tell them and they can listen to you or not, but
yeah. Here's a good one. How do you even find the UGC community on Twitter? That's super easy. You just, when I started, I just literally searched hashtag UGC community. And I promise you, like a million UGC creators will pop up. And then like, you can go to both of our Twitters and just like follow who we're following and just see like, and then you'll make connections. And then I always, whenever I tweet, it's probably annoying, but I always hashtag like UGC community, UGC content, just to like get my tweets out there. So pretty easy once you're in.
I agree. Very easy to find. Here's one best tips for Twitter. Best tips for Twitter. I actually have a really good one that I think I'm going to start doing more now. Instead of just following UGC creators, try to follow some of those brands, those CEOs, the founders, the people that are making decisions for brands, because that's who you want to be working with.
Exactly. That's what I did. That's actually how I got one of my like higher paying deals. I followed a guy, like different agencies, different like e-com business owners, that kind of thing. And he was like, messaged me and he's like, hey, a couple UGC followers, like, or creators followed me and I really liked your portfolio, wanted to reach out if you're interested. And then I got like a really like good deal out of that just from following literally a random person on Twitter. So
absolutely.
Definitely do that.
Don't just stick with the UGC, even though we're awesome. Follow
you just
all the brands and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, we're wrapping up here at 1:00. Anything else you want to add?
I mean, I think we covered a lot. I really liked this. It was great, honestly, talking to you, because I haven't really like chatted face to face with anyone really. I mean, obviously on Twitter and like through comments and stuff. So it's
another one for next Thursday. And it was so great talking to everybody. Thank you so much again for being on here with us. And feel free to connect, here on TikTok, connect on Instagram. I'm at Sunny D Social on Instagram and on Twitter. And